Hello and welcome. This is your Christodolopoulos 10. And, oh, wait, I'm not Funky Honky. Anyway, this is my first video with a microphone, and I am very excited about this because I've been waiting a long time to use a microphone, and people like Usmell42 have been pestering me to get one. So, I finally dug one up, and now I'm all set up. As you can see, we're not playing RFC today. We're playing Rise and Fall of Asia, which is a mod of RFC, and it takes place, as the title suggests, in Asia. It has two starting dates, 3000 BC and 500 AD, and it goes until 1600 AD. We're going to be starting from 3000 BC, and we are going to be playing as the Xi'an, which is the Chinese dynasty, and yes, that is Qin Shi Huang. He just has a different model in this game, and a frizzy hat. So, we will be starting at 849 BC. We have, our unique unit is the Black Infantry, which is the Light Footmen, which I will explain what the Light Footmen are when we get to the game. We have a unique building, which is the Legalist School, which is replacing a magistrate, and we're lucky here because the magistrate, you shouldn't be getting the magistrate until much later, and what the magistrate does is it increases stability and espionage rate, and our unique power is the power of the Myriad Army, which is free upkeep for another 10 units. Our historical victory goals are to hold the Mandate of Heaven, or the title of the Emperor of China, until 221 BC, to build the Great Wall and the Terracotta Army by 220 AD. Oh, this is easy. This is medium. And then finally, the hardest goal that we have is to own 80 units by 300 AD because of maintaining all those units with our economy. So as long as we don't expand too much, we're fine. Trade. We have we're pretty much an average civ. However, we have above average culture and above average studying situation. We also have different difficulty levels in this game. We have unique, Mandarin, and Emperor. We're going to do Mandarin because I find unique to be too easy and Emperor to be too hard. So, yeah. We're going to be starting, and yeah, this is the cool Asia setting. And well, I'll see you guys when the turns end. Hello and welcome back. This is once again Qin Dynasty. This is the Qin Dynasty that we're starting as. Only now we're known as the Western Ying Clan, and we have apparently entered the First Empire's era, whose head symbol is a horse, which is probably going to appear into the Terracotta Army, which we will eventually build. Well, then again, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So let's take a look at what we got here. We've got two Black Infantry, and Black Infantry are an adaptation of Light Footmen, which, as I said, I would explain here, are basically in this game the progression of melee units goes from warrior to light infantry and spearmen. We have 3 of them here, and we go to spearmen and or light footmen, and then light footmen evolves into heavy footmen, which evolves into infantry, and then infantry goes into heavy infantry, and then eventually progresses from there into gunpowder units. So we also have 2 Quanrong warriors, and we're going to send those guys initially east to conquer the Zhou Empire, which is the previous empire, and originally I thought that it was pronounced Zhou, but my Chinese friends have corrected me and said that it is actually pronounced Zhou. They currently have the Mandate of Heaven, which is the title of the Emperor of China, and we need to go ahead and get the Mandate of Heaven and keep it until the Han Dynasty, which shouldn't be too hard. So, what we are now going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and found our first city on the spot. Now, you're asking me, why don't I go to civics? Is because it's something that I will explain later once we have the Mandate of Heaven. Alright, so with our first city, Tianshui. And in Tianshui, we are going to build walls. The reason that we are going to build walls is because in this game, unlike in regular RFC where you can just build the Great Wall of China right away, you need, as it states here, 5 total walls and five total walls and in 5 cities, and on top of that, the knowledge of siege warfare. So ultimately, we need to get siege warfare for the Great Wall of China, sculpture for the Terracotta Army, and finally calendar. Eventually, calendar so that we can harvest silk, if possible. But that's really optional. We don't really need calendar too much. Ironworking so that we can build more of those black infantry, which is our unique unit. And for, if anybody's interested, the Legalist School is available under City Planning. So first we're going to go with Warfare, so that we can access Ironworking and Siege Warfare. Well, then again, enough with the talking, let's go ahead and start the game. So, for our second city, what we're going to do is we are going to send a settler to this tile. We're going to go ahead to the deer, because I know that there's going to be an iron resource right there. We're going to send our black infantry onto the camel, and you might be asking me, oh, C10, why are there camels in this game? Well, I will explain well, in this game, what you can do with the camels is you can build a caravan with workers, and then from there, every 20 turns or so, merchants from a powerful European or African nation will come in and offer you either wealth, culture, or technology. And we need those camels, essentially. They're essential to our victory because they pump money into our economy and help us keep our future large army going. We're also going to send one of these guys to the west and one of these guys east. We also have our 3 spearmen, and we're also gonna send all 3 of them east. We're gonna fortify one of our archers, and we're going to send one of them with the settler. So let's go ahead and get this game started. And Fengzhou flips to us and becomes our new capital, Xi'an, which has been the Chinese capital for a long period of time. And we also get 2 workers with this new capital. Of course, we're going to build walls here, like always. And we're going to be sending one of these workers to build the caravan, build a road to Tianshui, and to build the caravan. We're going to fortify our archers. And on top of that, we're going to farm this wheat to help our city grow. We're going to, with this Quirong warrior, we're going to keep to the hills. And we're going to continue our march east into Zhou territory. Hopefully, they'll collapse. Because if they do collapse, then we get extra units and extra money, and the landscape isn't ruined. So now we go on to this spot. And we got cow and camel. So, and Confucianism has spread in Tianshui. How nice. Speaking of which, we're in trouble here. We're going to send our archer into the forest, and we're going to send our Quirong guy up there to hold off this barbarian assault. And we're going to build our second city, Xi'an, right there. We'll also build walls here. Now, some of you might notice that there are horses up here. And you might ask me, why do I not build right over there? Because there's iron and horses at the same time. It's because all these forests provide more production than just simply the iron and horses could do. Plus we have deer here, which provide food, and there's barely any food up here. Plus down here it's a bit more defensible, and when we eventually build the Great Wall, we don't need to wait for like a cultural boom for the Great Wall to occur. So we're just simply going to keep Hidong right there where it is, where it'll be most beneficial to us. And we're going to advance our spearmen into the wheat. We're going to advance our Quirong warrior this way, and we're going to continue our attack against the Zhou. And we are Duchy of Qin now, which is an improvement. Go, go, go. I knew you'd win, because there's always a guaranteed first victory against barbarians in this game. And our guy, of course, did his best. So what we're going to do is we're going to send him up onto the future iron spot, and we're going to sentry him. So we're going to move our spearmen further east. We're going to move our Quirong onto the cow, and then our black infantry onto the forests. Yay! Zhou collapsed, and now we got extra units and more money. Oh, that's good, because now we don't need to worry about Luoyang's defense, because Luoyang is a really poorly defended city, and it's one that has a lot of poor labor, and you need to whip it often. So we're going to fortify everybody into that city. And now what we're going to do is we're going to send our guys. We're going to send our would-be army to defend against barbarians up here, and eventually we're going to move them against this southern city-state called Shou. I forget what its name is. Chinese names are confusing. Anyway, we also get another worker, and we're going to build a road to Luoyang. Wait, what? Oh look, it got built right away. That's good. Thank you, Zhou, so much. So we're going to sentry this guy right here, and we're going to build our caravan route here. Our most important resource. And now to move our full army against the heathen against the barbarians. We're going to try and box them in here so that they have nowhere else to go. Continue building your farm, it's fine. Alright, with you, we're going to build a route to this rice. Actually,